Hi, Gemini. It's Maria, insightfulastrology.com. Welcome to your February. You guys are by now getting used to the major changes vibrationally that we're all experiencing as a result of both Jupiter and Saturn moving into Aquarius. And so January was your settling in month, right? Getting used to all that energy and what that means for you. And January might have felt a little frustrating because you're now being forced to address and name a problem, a new issue in your life that you're going to be working on for the next couple of years. And that issue is a ninth house matter. So, ninth house connects to higher education, the legal world. It is publishing, advertising, broadcasting. It is your faith, your religion, your philosophy, your ideology. So there is something about a ninth house matter for you guys that is not sitting well with you as the year began, that you know you need to be more responsible about, that you need to be more mature about, and you need to address. You have to make a commitment here to one or more areas in your ninth house. In February, you get to see that there is actual potential here. If you're willing to make a commitment and take a path, pick a road, pick a ninth house road in February, and you're going to see a reward there as long as you're willing to do the work. So, what am I talking about? Well, Jupiter and Saturn are already there in your ninth house. But in February, we have a new moon in your ninth house. We have Mercury retrograde and then going direct on the 20th in your ninth house. And we have Venus in your ninth house from the 1st until the 25th. That's a lot of ninth house energy. So your life will be dominated by spirituality, some legal situation, an intellectual matter, learning opportunity, or publishing opportunity. And it is your time to maximize opportunities and understand your limitations at the same time. Okay, so with Venus here, there is a very possible benefit. And I don't want to minimize it because usually a Venus transit is a small blessing, right? It's like a nice little cookie that the universe gives you in an area of your chart for a few weeks at a time. But this cookie has a lot of chocolate chips in it because Jupiter is also in your ninth house. And Venus and Jupiter are the lesser benefic and the greater benefic. And together, they meet up in a conjunction once a year in a different part of your chart. And this year, on the 11th, that's happening in your ninth house. And it happens to occur on the same day as a new moon in your ninth house. So this cookie is overflowing with chocolate chips that are so delicious and so filled with yummy potential. You're going to see it right around the 11th. You're going to know, okay, if I sign up for this certification program, I know it will make me more money in my profession. If I go to school for an advanced degree, I know it's going to fulfill me. I know it's going to make me happy. It's going to give me new opportunities. If I pursue this spiritual path, I'm going to have infinite blessings and a sense of peace. If I pursue a new legal matter, I will likely succeed, even though I have to make sure that I am taking the high road. See how this works? I am very interested in how Geminis are experiencing this. If you're a Gemini involved in publishing, advertising, broadcasting industries, or involved with international business in any way, there's a huge growth spurt here. But you've got to understand that Saturn's involved as well, and Saturn demands responsible action. And Saturn's not going to take away from the Venus-Jupiter blessing. Okay, it's going to create stability around it, staying power around it. So Venus will be conjunct Saturn exactly on the 6th. And through the 11th, you're going to see, okay, there's this blessing, there's this opportunity. but I have to keep a commitment. I have to keep a promise. I have to deliver value in a very responsible, authoritative way so that I gain the respect of others, so that people have faith in me. If you're given an opportunity to teach at a higher level, it's like you're a professor, but you're a professor that people revere and look up to and expect a lot from. People will expect a lot from you, Gemini, in terms of um, your value system and being true to your value system. So a test of faith is possible for some of you. Being true to your ideology, being true to your morals is possible for some of you. And if you pass that test, there's a huge reward in store for you. But the energy seems confusing while Mercury is retrograde. Okay, because Mercury here is like, Mercury's your ruler. And when Mercury is retrograde, there is this back and forth energy. I have to go back into the past and figure out what's right and wrong before I can move forward. And you're doing that in a ninth house matter. And you will do it and achieve that after the 20th. You'll be able to think more clearly and know that your decisions are sound. And you won't question your judgment as much. But that is a theme for you this month, a very big theme. And as if that weren't enough, we're having the first of 3 mathematical hits of Saturn square Uranus. That happens to be the biggest astrological energy of all of 2021. It's the biggest cycle that we're experiencing. And this occurs on February 17th for the first time. So Saturn's in your 9th house, higher learning, beliefs, religion, faith, all of that. Uranus is in your hidden 12th house. So there is something about something very unconscious that is unusual, that might be just grating at you nerve-wise, that you need to get a handle on in order to move forward productively in that 9th house matter. Maybe it's as simple as a fear of going back to school for an advanced degree because you're of a certain age and you're afraid that that sounds crazy or seems crazy. Or maybe it is, broadcasting your faith and belief system that is radically different from those around you. And again, that seems crazy. So if it seems crazy, it must be wrong, right? Well, no. Uranus in your 12th house is the part of you that's crazy, that's unusual, but also that needs to be grounded and brought out into this world in a 9th house way in order for you to grow right now in your life. So think about that carefully, Gemini, and think about how that applies to your reality, to your life. Now, there is also a full moon in Virgo at the end of the month on the 27th, and that full moon happens in your home and family sector. So it's possible that there is some kind of emotionally charged news that you're going to hear from a relative or a situation that you're going to have to deal with in your family life at the end of the month. It's not such a crisis. You shouldn't be too derailed, but this does seem to be a bit of an emotional full moon for you. So it could be that you're moving and you're a little sad about where you're leaving and uncertain about where you're going towards. Or again, it could be that a relative needs your help or delivers some news that is just, oh my gosh. All right. It could be fulfilling. I won't rule that out. It could be a fulfilling full moon. But for you guys, since Virgo is naturally square Gemini, I get the sense that this is more of a conflict. This is more of an emotional upset in your home life that you just have to deal with at the end of the month. But you'll deal with it and you'll move on. Remember, Saturn in the 9th house is the big dog for you all year. Saturn is saying you need to be very serious and responsible about your beliefs and about how you carry yourself morally. And people are looking at you and people are respecting you and they're giving you a lot of credit. And you don't want to let them down. You want to be true to yourself as well. And there's a lot of growth there if you're doing this responsibly, not in a self-righteous, dogmatic way. Responsibly teach others your opinions, your viewpoints, your perspective. But don't pontificate. Don't tell people that it's your way or the highway. That could cause you some trouble in 2021. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. Thank you all so much for sharing, subscribing, liking, and your kind comments. I really do appreciate them. And of course, if I can help you look at your life in a deeper way, just click that link in the description box below, and you and I will be talking very soon in a proper astrology consultation. All right, take care, guys. Happy February.